Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom 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 doom. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Zibba dibba da ba boo ba boo boo. Boom, 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 Titan in the morning. It's 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 Titan in the morning. Titan in the morning. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sitting, tap, 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 tap. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning to you. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know how we do it. Look, this microphone, I already trying to get him up. Come on, microphone. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Good morning. I just want to say it one more time. It just feels good. Good morning. Yes, indeed. Good morning to you. Hey, y'all, good morning. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know today is Tuesday. We are on our way. We're doing it. But it is July the 1st, right? It is July the 1st. Let me tell y'all something. So July the 1st is a great day. It's a good day, but it's a good old special day because someone in my life is having a birthday. Well, a couple of people in my life are having a birthday today, right? Those cancers. You know how they... Good morning. Good morning to you. So I got up this morning, and normally what I would do is I would serenade my mother, right? I would sing her a little something. And so I know she's watching. I know she can hear me out there. So y'all, what I'm going to do, I didn't do it this morning because I wanted to kind of surprise her and be on my live and actually do it. And you see how the microphone just popped out of nowhere? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me move my chair back just a little bit because I think I'm a little close to the microphone. Okay, there we go. Woo, we better. All right, y'all. Let me take a little sip. Let me wet my whistle because I want to sing this to her. And y'all join me this morning and wishing my mother and my cousin them a happy birthday. They are July the 1st. They are cancers up in the building. And just, sing along and send my mom some hearts and love and all of that good stuff. Wait, why do I feel like I am in this camera? Hold on. Wait, hold on. I don't need y'all all up in my jugular. Okay, so I think that's better. All right, there we go. Oh, I feel better. I feel just a little better. Can y'all see me? Okay, y'all can see me and all that good stuff. All right, good morning to you all. So y'all help me out as I go ahead on and I crack this on open. Hey, good morning to King HNIC. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you, Big Brian. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Miss Funky. Good morning. Hey, Lavender Dog. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Hey, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Dream Bright. Good morning. Hey, Softer, good morning. Hey, Pauline, good morning. Hey, good morning to y'all. I'm going to say it like I mean it. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you. Hey, Willie, good morning. All right, y'all with me? Y'all ready? Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's my mother's birthday today. And I got a couple of other friends that have some birthdays today. And I want to say that to my cousin Tina, all the way over in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to say happy birthday to her because she is a Pisces as well. So I said Pisces. She's a Cancer as well. Look, I'm trying to give them my zodiac. All right, so this is for Mama, my friend, and my cousin, them that are out there whose birthday is today. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you and you and you and you. You. That's it. That's it. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Look at that right there. Look, I had to get them a little something. Okay, because normally I call and I sing happy birthday to my mama. This morning I didn't do it. I just kind of said, hey, good morning. I said to her like that. I said, good morning. How you doing, mama? Good morning. But I didn't sing this morning. So yeah, that was a little something for her. Hey, y'all, good morning. Welcome in. Hey, Lavender Dog. Thank you so much. Lavender Doll, you can go on over to my TikTok shop and get you one. And get you one, baby. All right, y'all. Look. Good morning. The King HNIC said, happy birthday, mama. So just so mama knows, right? That's meatloaf. Not calling it meatloaf, but that's where we go get the meatloaf from. Okay. And they saying happy birthday to you this morning. Hey, Kevin, Rich Rising making coffee. Okay, what kind of coffee you making over there, Kevin? Good morning. Hey, Keisha, good morning. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Look how Keisha put that across the screen. Good morning. Hey, Darren Lamar Baskin. I just love saying your whole name like that. Hey, Darren. Good morning. Keisha said, happy birthday, mama. Happy birthday. Yes, indeed. Mama said, good morning. You wrong, Harpo. I'm doing the ugly cry. Thank you so very much. Love you, my baby. Yes, and she loves me. Sometimes you just got to do the ugly cry. Sometimes you just got to do it. And that's just what it is. Okay. Let me move this microphone out the way for just a second because I got to get to these things over here. Okay. Kevin said regular coffee, light and sweet. I'm not mad at that at all. Hey, Orlando Burrell. Good morning. Say good morning, beautiful cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Amber Leroy David. Yes, indeed. Good morning. It was so good seeing you on Sunday, Amber. It seems like I hardly ever get a chance to see you, but I'm so glad that I was able to see you on Sunday. And y'all, good morning to you all. Y'all come on in. Y'all show me some love. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all share, subscribe, do all of that. All you got to do is put Titan Capri in the search engine and you're going to find me. Okay. Good morning. All right, y'all. So this morning, I'm talking about HIV and me. long-term survivor, thriver, right? What I wanted to do this morning is really just take a moment and to break down some things because over the weekend I attended a long-term survivor brunch, and we put on a brunch, a True Project, and we put on a brunch, and I got questions. I'm always posting, right? Hold on, y'all, because I think these glasses are giving me a glare, right? I'm always posting, and people always ask me questions about HIV, what it is, what is it, all of those things like that. And so, y'all, I can only give it to you all the way that I know it. I need to break it down like I got a fifth grade education, but I'm only holding up four fingers. Y'all feel me on that? And so I just wanted to take a moment today and talk to you about HIV and me, right? And then being a long-term survivor, which I call thriver. So being a long-term thriver. This year, I make 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis, right? And 20 years is a long time. Some of you that are watching were born 20 years ago, okay? Or right before 20 years ago. And you may even be, yeah, under 20, right? So it's a lifetime in a sense. And I'm still thriving and I'm still going. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things this morning. I want to talk about what HIV is, what it means. I want to talk about AIDS. I want to talk about those things that affect me, right? Affect me on this journey. And so, not a negative sense, right? But I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real with you. And then this morning, I want you to come along on my journey because this will be the first time that I do this. I got a little something that I'm going to do, but this is the first time that I want to sit and break it down and really give you a 101, right? Or a Titan talk, if you would, about HIV and me. So, y'all go ahead, y'all come on in, y'all grab y'all cups. Let me know because Kevin already said he had regular coffee, light and sweet. So y'all got y'all cups. What's in your cup this morning, right? What's in your cup this morning and where you from? I want to reach out to y'all this morning when we get to talking about this, okay? We get to talking about this. So HIV and me, right? Okay, long-term survivor thriver. That's what I am. So this morning, before we ever get started, I want to say to you all that I take two medications for my HIV diagnosis, right? And so I haven't always taken two, but I'm down to two pills that I take a day for my treatment. However, I want to say to you all that starting in this 20 years ago, I was on a cocktail. So I was taking 5 to 7 pills a day for my HIV treatment. And a lot of times, what we don't understand is how that goes. But I want us to do this morning. So I take two pills, right? And the two pills that I take is Precobics, right? Okay, and Descovy. Now, some people say Prescobics. I say Precobics. You argue with your mama, okay? Well, not my mama because it's her birthday. Don't argue with her because you know all of that. But I take Precobics, Precobics and Descovy, right? These two medications together is my HIV treatment, right? They allow me to be undetectable, stay undetectable, and we'll get into that in just a second. But I want us to do this morning. I want to normalize us taking medication for our ailments, for our treatments and things like that. And I know we have medication fatigue, and y'all, I've been there, and we're gonna talk about it in just a second. But this morning on this show, right, I want to take my two pills this morning for my HIV treatment. I want to take these two pills this morning with you to let you know that it's been a long time coming for me to actually show that I was taking medication. It's been a long time coming for me understanding what actual medication fatigue is. It's been a long time coming for me just to be as transparent as I am, right? And so I just want to let someone know. Somebody asked me after the brunch on Sunday. I'm going to get to the pill. Hold on, give me a second. So somebody asked me, Titan, why? Why is it necessary? And I said, because I remember being that person in the background, wishing and wanting someone, right, to just say, Titan, it's going to be okay. And you can do this. Titan, you can do this. And you're going to be okay. 20 years ago, I didn't have that. And so that long-term survivor brunch that we had on Sunday, it showed me that I had chosen family. It showed me that I had family, I had church, I had love, I had gathering, I had all the things that I needed right here in my chosen family. But the chosen family loved on me as well. Sometimes we have to stand up and we have to do. Not everybody can do it, right? And we made sure on Sunday that we stated that, right? That we stated that not everybody can stand on the steps like Mama Tana of the Capitol, right? And champion. Not everybody can be like Amber, right? And champion for the community and make sure that people have things like that. Not everybody can be like that. Not everybody can be like the HNIC. Not everybody can be like Keisha. Not everybody can be like Luty. Not everybody can be like Willie. Not everybody can be like Lavender Doll. Not everybody can be like Miss Funky, right? It takes a village. And so I just want to say that this is what we do and this is how we do it. So this morning, I thought I would take a moment, bring you all into my journey, let you know who I am, but also let you all know what I'm actually doing. So every morning, my clock is set. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Miss Gwen, good morning. Now, you know I had to go on and say good morning to Miss Gwen. Don't play with me, y'all. I'm coming back. So every morning, I set my clock. Y'all see me? I set my watch, right? And it's according to what time that you want to set it for, right? I set mine for 2 times, right? One for 6:30 in the morning and then one for 9 o'clock. My 9 o'clock alarm, when it goes off, that's for me to take my medication. It's a reminder that I'm taking my medication every day. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be upfront with you. Titan, have you taken the medication every single day? No, I have not. I talked about that medication fatigue. Y'all, sometimes I don't feel like swallowing a pill. Sometimes sometimes I forget. I'm human. Sometimes I wake up, go about my day, halfway through my day, be like, I forgot it. Right? And I'm going to talk about what we have now, and I'm going to talk about why I still take 2 pills versus 1 pill or injectables, right? That we have on the market now. Okay. However, here we go. So, y'all, I got my trusty mug. I got my trusty travel mug. And these are the 2 pills, right? And I stated that it was Descovy and Precobix. Taking these 2 together is my HIV treatment, right? It's my HIV treatment. They help me keep my undetectable status, but then also, too, my T cells, right, are up 900 to 1,000. And we're going to talk about T cells. And my viral load is undetectable, meaning you cannot detect it, right? So I am not at risk of transmitting, right? Or as people say, right, giving someone HIV. Y'all with me? All right. So here we go. Look, y'all, I said I was going to break it down and be just, hey, 90, good morning. Hey, T Jewel, good morning. I said I was going to break it down. And this is the way I break it down. Some of y'all are probably not going to like the words that I say and things like that, but I'm going to keep it real because this is how we do it, right? I needed somebody to keep it real with me when I was going through this. And I found my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. And they always kept it real with me. They're going to bring you the science. They're going to bring you the numbers. They're going to bring you all the analytics and all of that good stuff. But they're going to tell you for real. It stink. It hurt. It ain't right. It's this, it's that, because that's what we need. I can't pretend with you all this morning that things did not happen throughout this journey and still going to happen because I'm still on this earth and I'm still kicking. And I'm hoping for another 20, 30 years. Okay. Or maybe not 30, but good 20. You know what I mean? because I'm already 54. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I got my water, I got my agua, my H2O, right? And what I'm going to do is take my medication here. Now, some of you may say, right? You may say, Titan. I may say, Titan, that's not a big deal. Taking your medication is not a big deal. But I want you to be understand from someone who has an ailment, for someone who has been living with HIV for 20 years, there is a a sacred space for this, right? Because for so long, we have been ridiculed, we have been detested, we have been put to the side, we have been told to no longer be here because of our status. And then I want to take care of myself. I want to make sure that I'm good, that I know my status, and I'm going through this, and I'm on this journey, and I'm in treatment. But then you want to sit up here and tell me that there's stigma and trauma around me taking a pill so that I can be here, so that I can live. You don't do it for cancer and diabetes and high cholesterol and hypertension. You don't do it for that. But it's wrong for me to take my medication. So this morning on Titan in the Morning, right? First time I've ever done this, I'm going to take my medication on the live because somebody out there contacted me on Sunday evening and said, Titan, I don't know why I can't do it. And I didn't tell them that they couldn't because you're human. But I told them, so this is what we can do. I can call you. I can shoot you a text. I can send you a voice note. And we can take the medication together. Y'all with me? So that person is on here this morning, and I say, good morning to you, right? And we're going to take this medication. So you get your medication, right? Whatever your medication may be this morning, but I'm talking about HIV. But you get your medication, and we're going to take it together. Y'all saw that I said that I set my clocks. Not just the one on my wrist, my clocks, so that I can make sure that I'm good. And it's okay if you get medication fatigue. It's all right if some days you don't want to take your medication. And I know some people are going to say, well, Titan, you got to take it every day, but we're human. We know how things happen. We know how things work. HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver, right? We're going to take this medication. All right, somebody said, hold on a second. Okay, I got you. Come on, baby, because we're going to. So it's 8:25 right now, according to my clock, right? I'm going to put the medication down just for a second, go through some comments, and at 8:30 on the dot, right? 8:30 on the dot, we're going to take our medication. Y'all with me? Y'all with me this morning? Look, y'all, I've never done this before, and I'm telling you now that this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it, okay? If we can get out there and do where them fans at, where them fans at, then we can take our medication, right? We can take our medication. And we're not talking about what you're taking in the future. We're not talking about 10 weeks down the road. We're talking about right now, today. What can I do today? HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver. What can I do today, right? 8:30, we're going to take the medication. Hey, Carol, good morning. She said, good morning, friend. Hey, old friend. Hey, friend. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Pause and Pack. Pause and Pack said, come on, 50 more years at least. Come on, Pause and Pack. I need it. I need a good old 50. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that I'm good, though, y'all. I want to make sure that I'm good, that I can still get out there where them fans at. Where them fans. Yes, that's what I want to do. We're going to take that medication this morning. HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver. Hey, Carol said, take your meds and live, baby, live. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this medication because I've been taking it, and I'm going to live. Not only am I going to live, I am going to thrive, okay? I'm going to thrive. I'm going to do all the things that I wanted to do. I'm going to do all the things that I have never done, okay? Because I've been places and done some things that I would have never imagined me being and doing. Good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning. Look, I love your energy as well. Thank you for loving my energy. I appreciate you. Good morning. Okay, Pause Impact said, I need to take mine now as well. Okay, Pause Impact, go ahead on. 8:30 is the time. 8:30 is the time. Hey, Sky, good morning. Now, look, y'all, I want y'all to tell me if you're taking your medication with me this morning at 8:30, I want you to let me know that you're taking your medication. It doesn't matter what type of medication. I'm talking about my HIV medication this morning, but I want you to come with me and I want you to go ahead on and do what you do. All right? So y'all go ahead on and tippity tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, everybody else, Bullet in Flight Radio on that. Y'all come on. Y'all come with me this morning. We're going to do that this morning. That's what we're going to do. Okay? We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes, y'all. Come on. Grab your medication and we're going to do it this morning. Hold on. Let me scoot back just a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Man, let me tell you, it's a little warm in here this morning. Okay. So look, I'm just telling you, this is what we do. This is what we do. Y'all, so I came back to do Titan in the morning and to do it my way. And to do it my way. I came back to make sure that I was good. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. All right, y'all. It's about that time. Carol said, I'm about to get my meds as well. I'm with you this morning, friend. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Now, y'all, I told y'all that I am a Black gay man who is HIV positive, and I'm celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. These are my 2 pills this morning that I'm actually taking, right? Discovy, right? And Precobics. Now, some of y'all may say Prescobics, but I'm saying Precobics, okay? Look, the Z is silent. All right, y'all. I got my agua, I got my H2O, or you do it however you see fit this morning, but that's what we're going to do. It's 8:30, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our medication this morning. Y'all with me? Now, I like to wet my whistle a little bit before. And then I like to go ahead and take my medication. Now, normally, I don't do it one by one. I kind of take it to the head, because I think I'm an adult. I think I'm grown like that. But y'all, that's what we have to do, right? You don't have to make it a long, drawn out thing. Set your clocks. Boop, boop, boop. Say that this is what I'm going to do. Set a time of the day that's comfortable for you, right? And then go ahead on and take your medication. Now, look, again, I'm not holding you to the fire. I'm not saying that you got to take it every single day. I'm saying that your treatment is taking your medication as prescribed, right? But we are human. We know that sometimes we might miss a little something, okay? Hey, standing on business, grand rise and handsome. Oh, thank you so much. They said I was handsome. I'm handsome, baby. Okay, Pause Impact said ready. Amber gave us some claps and all that. Yes, indeed. Y'all, so this is what we do, right? This is what it means to be a chosen family and be in community. Now, there is still stigma and trauma surrounding medication, and especially HIV medication in particular. But this morning, I'm talking about HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver. That's what I'm talking about this morning. Okay? That's what I'm talking about this morning. I'm taking you on my journey to let you know who I am and what I am and what's going on. Y'all with me this morning? All right, y'all, come on through. Come through. Amber said, I started with 14 pills and now I'm down to 1 a day. And y'all, I'm a lean on Amber for a moment. And Amber, if you could tell the people, how long ago was that? Because y'all, I think it's important that we know that some of us are walking around here, right? We are elders in the community. However, some of you were not even born yet. right? Some of you were not even born yet when this was happening. And so a lot of times, see, 29 years, baby, 29 years. And Amber said 14 pills. And I guarantee you, Amber, they were some horse pills too, wasn't it? They were some big pills. And we're not even going to talk about the cost. We're not even going to talk about that. The cost of your HIV treatment. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, but not right now. Not right now. Amber had 14. On any given day, I had 7. Because they were trying to figure it out. It was a cocktail. That's what it was called. It was called a cocktail because they had to put these different medications together to get a treatment that would suppress, virally suppress. Y'all with me? Okay, Amber said, yes, I told you, baby. We know about them horse pills. Okay, that's why I said I wet my whistle first. I wet my whistle first because, baby, it ain't nothing like a pill getting stuck in your throat. E-condola. I should have bought a Honda and a Tesla Roadster. Look, let me tell y'all something. This morning, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to be as transparent as I possibly can and let you all know what it is, HIV and me. The first part of this is me taking my medication, me being on my regimen, me actually making sure that I'm in my treatment. But I want to be clear. Let me be clear. Let me sit up in this chair a little bit. Let me be clear. I'm human. Some days I may forget. Some days I may not even want to. At the long-term survivor brunch, we talked about that because it's a real thing. We talked about that because it's a real thing. We know that we got to take the medication to survive and thrive. We know that. However, does it get tiresome? Mm-hmm. Some days, do you not want to take the medication? Some days, are you just telling people to leave you alone? Because that's all they ask about is your medication? I'm going to say yes to all 3 of those. Been there, done that, bought that t-shirt and rode that ride. So for the individual that talked to me on Sunday evening, that's what I can offer. I can offer me calling you up. I can offer me sending you a voice note. I can offer me standing with you and taking your medication. I can offer me going to your doctor's appointments with you, right? And if you don't want me to go into the doctor's office, I can sit out in the lobby. I can wait for you. I can be, those are the things that I can do because everybody's journey is different. Not everybody's going to want you up in their face, blowing hot breath in them. Not everybody going to want you doing that. But I am part of this community. I am part of your chosen family. So I will show up for you if you want me to. I will ask for consent. The person asked me, Titan, was it easy? Hell to the nigga, I know now. It was not. But that didn't stop me. Y'all know my story, and I'm going to tell it just a little bit here in a minute. But I want to talk to these individuals and tell them that you can do that. Sometimes I don't even want to see the bottles come. When I pick up my bag and the bottle and it's rattling, I hate that. Because it's a reminder, right? It's a reminder of where I've been. But it's also a reminder of where I'm going in a good way. Okay? Keisha said, this is a good conversation, Titan. This helps the village that support. Indeed. And here's the thing. So after the long-term survivor brunch, I got a couple of calls. And y'all, sometimes my allies, they call me and they say, Titan, but, and I'm saying, no, that's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna talk like that, right? We're not gonna have a conversation like that. Y'all know me. Okay, Titan, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed? This is how you do that. This is how you approach it. Person first language, customer first language, right? Human first language. That's what I'm saying this morning. A lot of times people don't ask you for consent. They want to give you what they think you need, and that's not where I'm at. We're going to always ask for consent because I need you to consent to what it is that you want me to do for you. How can I support you? How can I help you? You tell me, and then I say whether I can do it or not. But if I show up and just start barking orders, what that's going to do? What that's going to do? So I'm always asking for consent. I told the person, I said, I would like to ask you. And if I said ask, I would like to ask you, is it okay if I express to you the language and the verbiage that we can use in these situations? They said, sure. I asked them, is it okay for me to tell you the truth? The way that Titan knows how to tell the truth. And they said, yes. So I said, oh, baby, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. You feel me? Let me be real with you. I do this work, but this work is not easy because I'm dealing with my own HIV diagnosis. Even though it was 20 years ago, I'm still reminded on a daily basis. I'm still reminded in the news, in our nation, in our country, of where I stand and on whose shoulders that I stand and who are standing on my shoulders. We are all giants in this fight. In this fight. All right, y'all. Hold on, because I'm getting beside myself. I had a whole me and these outlines, but I had a whole outline telling y'all what I was going to say and do. And I'm hitting the pieces, but y'all know how we do. Pause Impact said asking for consent is so important and not just assume. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because here's the thing, right? Asking for consent is a necessity. Because if you don't ask for consent, you don't know what my boundaries are. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You don't know. You don't know. Because people are going to tell you what they want you to know. People are going to tell you what they want you to do. They're going to say, Titan, you go over here, you do that, you blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying, did you even ask me if I wanted help? Did you even ask me if you could come in over here? Okay. Y'all know the movie Sinners, right? Can I come in? Go on and invite me in. No, bro. Boundaries and expectations. I'm asking for consent. I learned my lesson that people will come to you with things, but not necessarily want your advice. So I'm in the practice of asking for consent on everything that I do because so many people did not ask me for consent before they started telling me to go here, go there, do this, do that. They didn't even ask me, was I okay? Titan, are you all right? Mm-mm. Titan, why are you standing over there and everybody else over here? Because I don't know where I'm supposed to be. You all just told me to show up. I'm not even healing. I'm still dealing with my diagnosis. Keisha says, I want to encourage everyone who has allies to be okay with making sure the words used are good. I am so grateful to you, Titan, for being open for me to ask questions and get understandings. Yes, indeed. I tell people all the time, baby, all you got to do is ask me. All you got to do is ask me. And there's no judgment here, right? If you're an ally, you come and you ask me. If you're a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, you ask. And if you don't want to do it one-on-one, face-to-face, then shoot me a DM, shoot me a message, come on the live and ask your question. And I will always be transparent and do that. But a lot of times people don't want to hear that they are wrong in that. Someone said to me recently, well, you should have just came on out, and did this and did that. How is that for me? Not for you. How is that for me? Well, y'all shouldn't be faking with people and keeping them away from the truth. I'm not keeping them away. I didn't approach you. I didn't come to you. I didn't put myself on you. And maybe I'm not ready, because the last time that I tried to be truthful and honest with someone, yeah, they said I was trying to unalive them, and I got jumped. So when people tell you disclosing, now y'all, I don't really have to worry about it because my status is on all my social media, and I am very upfront about who I am and what I am. But there are still people that I meet that don't know that I'm HIV, that I'm living with HIV. I was going to tell you how they say it to me. Oh, you positive? I'm someone living with HIV. So I took that off, but I had to make sure that I was safe. And y'all, I wasn't somebody that was out there running around trying to make sure that everybody had it, trying to make sure what I mean had it, my body and my, what I mean. I wasn't running around doing all of that. I hid myself away because I didn't want to do to someone else what someone had done to me. Now, y'all know we talk real over around here. Remember 5th grade education, only holding up 4 fingers. We talk real around here. Keisha said, this helps me to know, and then I can educate others. That part. Hey, Wilson, indeed, too bad. Okay. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Good morning. So, Big Sexy, it was a while ago, right? But here's the thing with that. A lot of times people try to tell you, and not you, Big Sexy, I'm not saying you, but a lot of times people try to say that this was some time ago and you should be done. There is no clock for stigma and trauma. We're trying to eradicate it, but there is no clock for that. Y'all with me? A lot of times people will tell you, they will say to you, Type, you should have let that go. That was 20 years ago. But this is what I want to say to you all. This is what I want y'all to know. I was in a room full of individuals on Sunday. All of us were diagnosed at different times, spaces, and places. But why was all of our stories so similar? Why were our stories so similar? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Big Sexy said, how do you feel today? Like, genuinely. I am feeling good. I am blessed and feeling good. See, I am thriving in my diagnosis. That's what today is about. Today is about HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver. Baby, I sit before you today knowing what it is, still being human, still taking it day by day, but being real about the situation. I'm secure in who I am and what I'm doing. I love who I am and what I am in this. And I love this journey that I'm on. I'm experiencing life through brand new eyes, right? Hey, I'm Jay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much. So, this is what I want to say to those individuals that I've had the conversation with over the last week. Last month, well, June just ended, was Pride Month. For the duration of Pride Month, I had my Pride edition, which was Chosen Families. And I tackled different topics around my chosen family. Some biological, some not. But I wanted to highlight who we are and what we are, and that this fight is not something that has to be broadcasted on the 5 o'clock news. It can be something that we do. Just like I said, I'll call you up, send you a voice note, or we can get on a video chat and we can say, hey, this is the medication. Let's take it back. And we can do that for however long you want to do it. But I wanted everybody to know that I have a chosen family, that I am part of a chosen family, that I know that there is assistance out there and resources, that I know that HIV doesn't have me. You with me? But we got to be sure. We got to understand what's really going on. And a lot of times we don't, because we're not going to ask the questions. We're not going to get straightforward answers. And people are going to tell you, oh, well, you should do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. But nobody is going to ask you for consent and ask you, how are you feeling today? Like you did. Okay? How will you feel? How do you feel today? Like genuinely. I feel good. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's what I'm talking about. I am Nubian. Grand Rising King. How are you today? I am blessed and feeling good. Good morning. I am Nubian. Good morning. Okay. I am Jay. Look, you know I'm a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs every now and then. Y'all know I ain't wrapped too tight. Y'all know it. That's why y'all come on in. All right, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Let me go ahead and have a little commercial real fast, right quick. I got some things that I want to express to y'all, and then I'll be back. And then when I come back, I want to talk about HIV and AIDS, and I want to talk about the journey, right? Just for a little bit, and then we'll be through for today, right? Today is kind of special, so I may go a little bit longer than an hour, but y'all stay with me on that. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go to commercial because we got commercial, right? Okay, we're going to go to commercial and and do that, and I'll be back. All right, y'all.
Please join host Titan Capri for Titan in the Morning on Bullet in Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
Hi, my name is Titan Capri, and I would love to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience merch. Have you been over to my shop to see all the wonderful items that I have for you? Let me tell you, I have the Titan in the Morning mugs, socks, tote bags, candles, and t-shirts. I even have a Titan Capri Experience insulated 40-ounce travel mug. Yes, I did say 40 ounces. So hop on over and check out all the goodies that I have for you. Also, if clicking the link is not for you, you can scan the QR code and it will take you to my TikTok shop where you can do all the shopping that you would love to do. Go on over and check me out. For the link, the QR code, but either way, it will take you to the destination, which is my Titan Capri Experience shop. See you there. Hey y'all, we back. Good morning. We are back this morning. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Let me give y'all a couple of things this morning before we get out of here. I want to talk about being a long-term survivor, thriver in this, and then I want to talk about the basics, right? So, what is HIV? Okay, HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. I know you can't say that 5 times real fast, but hold on to me. Hold on. I got y'all this morning. Let me look, the microphone and popped out. I got to make sure that I'm good. All right. So HIV is a virus that attacks cells that help the body fight infection, making a person more vulnerable to other infections and diseases. So what it does is it basically attacks those cells that help fight off infection, right? Right? Simple and basic, okay? A couple of ways that HIV, ways that HIV is transmitted. Y'all, we're going to break it down just simple. We ain't got to do all the big words and all of that kind of stuff. Y'all with me this morning? Okay, as long as y'all with me, stay with me this morning. All right. HIV is transmitted through, now y'all heard what I said. I didn't say infected. I didn't say any of that. I said HIV is transmitted. Transmissions. Transmitted transmissions. Acquisition. We're going to use words like that. Now, y'all look. Now, I know I put an ION on the end of it and all that good stuff, and it may seem like it's large word, but it's not, right? These words are for us to make sure that we take away the stigma and the trauma surrounding an HIV diagnosis. Good morning. Hey, Jacqueline. Good morning. Hey, Diane. Good morning. Thank you for the follow. Good morning. All right. So HIV is transmitted through specific body fluids. IMJ said, is your mic changing colors or I'm too high? Look, IMJ, you may be high over there, but baby, I'm high with you because yes, it's changing colors. Yes, it's changing colors. Thank you for the follow, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. So HIV is transmitted through specific body fluids, blood, semen, vaginal and rectal fluids, and breast milk, right? So we know that it's through bodily fluids, right? That during okay, look, okay, during super happy fun adult time. Now, y'all, I'm saying these things like this because I don't want them to take me down. I don't want them to block me. So y'all know what I'm talking about. And sharing utensils. Y'all with me? I'm gonna say that. Sharing utensils. Okay. So here's what I want to say. A lot of people ask me all the time, thank you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure, baby. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. So they blocking some of the comments, but I'm going in and getting them. Yeah. Okay, we got them. All right. So this is what I want to say, right? So shortly after transmission or acquisition, right, individuals often experience flu-like symptoms lasting 2 to 4 weeks, right? A lot of times what we do is we don't understand that we have the HIV has been transmitted to us. In the early stages, right, it's important for you to be tested and to know your status, right? Because in the beginning, that's when it's most vicious. That's when it's going out. It's new to the body. It's going out. It's attacking all the cells. It's making sure, right? Its job is to destroy those cells. Hold on. Y'all with me this morning? All right. during this acute phase, right? We call it acute because acute. So I'm gonna break it down like this. Acute means boom, you just, yeah, acute. It's new to you. It just came along, right? Now I didn't know none of this back then. Heck, I didn't know it until maybe 6, 10 years ago. And y'all tell you I've been diagnosed since for 20 years. Okay. Hold on. So at this point, HIV levels will soar, right? Making the person significantly more infectious. I'm saying infectious because we're talking about an infection, susceptible to transmitting HIV to others. Y'all with me? So just imagine that you're out there having your fun and doing what you're doing, right? HIV was transmitted to you, right? Y'all with me? And then in this incubator time or acute phase, HIV is just running rampant, right? In your body because there's nothing there to stop it. It's been introduced to something new. You with me? It's been introduced to something new. And now it's saying, hey, 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 y'all, the security ain't on in here. I'm making light, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The security ain't on in here. Your security is being tested and knowing your status. But hold on. The security ain't on in here. So we're going to run amok. Right? And your viral load soars. Because what it does is it attacks the cells. Y'all know, we know science and biology and all that. It attacks the cells and it replicates. And it replicates. And it replicates. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me this morning? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Because y'all, baby, y'all playing with me this morning. Y'all know we talking this morning. Oh, we talking. Oh, we talking. Okay. 504 girl said, good morning. We'll catch the replay. You can catch the replay, 504 girl, but I still got enough time left for you to come on and enjoy a little something. Okay. Use non-stigmatizing language, everyone. Indeed. Indeed. That's what we're doing this morning. However, we are being real this morning and making sure. Okay. That's what we're doing. Using diabetic supplies. There you go. Okay. Come on, 504 girl. Give me some words to say it because you know they're going to wait right good till I say the wrong thing. Then they're going to take me down. They're going to pew pew. They're going to take me down. Okay. Hey, good morning. Yes, I love you when you educate the people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brick. Do house. Do. We're mighty. Just letting it all hang out. I said, Brick. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Brick House. Good morning. I ain't seen you in a minute, baby. Okay. All right. So y'all, let me get back to it. All right. So we talked about this. Yes, I am streaming on another app. I'm streaming on actually quite a few. Quite a few IMJ. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, X, Podbean. Yeah, catch me on over there. Oh, because I'm talking to other people. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes I forget, y'all, that I'm not just talking directly to you and I'm talking to everybody all over here. But anyway, let me get back to it. All right. So HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, right? Okay. It attacks the cells that help the body fight infection. Y'all with me? Okay. Now, what happens is if untreated, right? If you're not into treatment or you're not on a regimen, right? Then what could happen is that HIV can go to a latter stage of HIV, which we call AIDS, right? Which we call AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay. Now I know y'all are probably saying, Titan, I don't know about that. No. All you got to do is go to cdc.gov, or you got to do is go to hiv.gov, or you got to do, I said cdc.gov, CDC, but go to the CDC, cdc.gov, hiv.gov, and these stats are there for you. And so that you can, so I pull them from that. But this is what I know. This is what I know as someone who was diagnosed with AIDS, only having 4 T cells. This is what I know. I had a crash course. Hey, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I had a crash course in what I was supposed to do. I didn't know that because I thought that my life was over. So I had a crash course in HIV, what I want to call it, HIV-nomics. Hey, Sandra, good morning. That's what I had, right? That's how it was. Okay. Okay. Hey, Angela, good morning. Catching the tail end of this conversation. That's it, Angela. Come on in and let's catch this right here, baby, because we're breaking it down. Yes, J.O.B., keep a sister hemmed up. Always peace and blessings to you, big brother. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Papa Four Girl said, or the last stage of HIV. And there you go. The latter stage, the last stage of HIV. Indeed. HIV one-on-one. That's what we're doing. So, y'all, this is the reason why I say that it is important for us to know our community. It's important for us to know who we are because everybody is not going to be on a thesis level. Thank you so much. Everybody is not going to be up here on this high level. Some people are down in the ditch and covered in mud, and that's where they got to be. So I got to be able to tell you, 5th grade education and only holding up 4 fingers. I got to be able to tell you what it is. We're going to break it down. That's what we're going to do. Good morning. Thank you so much. Papa Foger said, good morning, Angela. Hey, Jennifer, good morning. She said, good morning, lovely. Love it. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love when you call me lovely. I'm over here cheesing like a Chester cat. Smile Bright, 1998. Look, let me tell y'all something. Let me get through this, y'all. Let me get through this because some people are probably going to say, okay, Titan, you got to be serious. You got to be serious, okay? Okay, Angela said, morning, Roxy, at Titan, aka Advanced HIV. And that part right there. There are words. Look, come on, y'all. Put the verbiage in the comments. Let the people know what we can say and how we can say it. Hey, Prince J said, good morning, handsome boy. Y'all keep calling me handsome. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. No way I'm good. Thank you so much. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. All right. So I say the latter stage of HIV, when the number of your CD4 cells falls below 200 cells per cubic milliliter of blood. Now, I know that's going to take y'all just a second. Hold on. That's going to take y'all just a second. Y'all heard what I said, right? Let me come on over here. Jennifer, I know sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Yes, indeed. You know, shoot, Jennifer, I'm sitting up here trying to figure out when we're going to get some esters. Okay. But anyways, let me get back over here. So this is what I stated, right? The latter stage of HIV or advanced HIV, when the number of your CD4 cells falls below 200 cells per cubic milliliter of blood, right? Now, someone with an immune system that hasn't been affected, right, by HIV, right? Your CD4 count is normally between 500 and 1600, right? Normally, right? Again, we can fact check. Y'all can go on over to hiv.gov, CDC, and we can fact check those things if you need to do that, okay? So what happens is, remember what I said about HIV when it enters the body. What it does is it attacks those good cells, right? Those great cells, those cells over there just looking pretty and doing what they do. They come together, they fight off infection of anything. You get your body warms up, burns off the infection, you get sweats and things like that. But what happens, right? Your body's natural defenses are weakened because they will go into that cell, they will unalive that cell, and then replicate. So they will take it out of that. Okay. So they will take you out of that. So here's the thing, break it down. right? HIV is introduced to the body or transmitted to the body, and then it goes in, attacks the cells, and it replicates. Viral load, right? Viral load. And what we want to do is to virally suppress HIV, meaning, right? Meaning that you cannot detect the virus, right? Y'all with me? In a cubic milliliter of blood. Y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me. Okay? Y'all stay with me. Okay, look, I'm ready to help community, Hunty. I'm trying to make sure, because the people asked me after uh, the long-term survivor brunch, like, why? Like, what is this? And I said, well, let me do a 101. Let me do a break it down. So Tanya says, don't you realize people attack folks who are positive? You know what, Tanya? Okay, so Tanya said, why are you doing this? I'm doing it because I'm a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. I'm doing it for my community. I'm doing it for my sanity. I'm doing it so that we know, because we're still losing people. And I know that people will attack people, right, that are positive, people that are living with HIV. But I know that. I know that, and I'm good for it, right? And so thank you, Tanya, for saying that. I appreciate that, because my mother had the same sentiment when I stated that I was going to go public with who I am and what I am and what I'm living with, right? And a lot of times we don't get this opportunity to be that. I said that my journey, right? My assignment was for me to be me. I don't know if y'all caught that. I didn't say for me to be an astronaut or me to be a builder or a carpenter. This, my assignment from my God, my spirit, and my universe is for me to be me. That's my assignment. So that's why I do it. I do it because on Sunday we celebrated long-term survivors. We celebrated people 20, 30, 40 years in this game. And I'm not saying game like we playing. I'm saying game like serious, like the Final Four type of game. A lot of people can't do it. But I said in that hospital bed, and Tanya, this will be a little background. I said in that hospital bed with only 4 T cells, I asked God to let me go. Okay, Tanya, yes, I get upset because people are ignorant, right? People are ignorant, but that's why I'm giving this 1, 2, 3, right? That's why we're giving them a 2-piece and a biscuit, so we can feed the people and give them some knowledge, okay? And give them some knowledge. But let me tell you this, I asked to let me go, right? And you know what God said to me? Well, what my spirit said to me? Well, what came to me, laying in that hospital bed, having those seizures, got these tubes running in and out of me. You're not done yet. You still got work to do. So I said, if you let me recover, if you let me make it up out of here, right? That not on my watch, I'm going to do what I need to do to support my people, to make sure that I know, right? A lot of times people don't want to tell you these things. Now, your calling, your assignment is your calling and your assignment. But that day in that hospital bed, when I woke up and Dr. Gath told me that I was going to be okay, I said, you sure right, Lord. You sure right. This is my assignment. And Tanya, I'm not saying this directly like to you like a bad thing, but Tanya, thank you for asking, because my assignment was given to me. And I've been on that road ever since. It's only recently in the last 6 years that I decided to make everything public, that I decided that I can no longer stand in the back of the room, that I decided that I can no longer be that person to let things just slide by. I decided to walk headfirst into my assignment. Power, position, and purpose. That was my assignment. Being me, that was my assignment. I had to take back my power and understand that God didn't make a mistake. Understand that I belong here. And then I had to get in position. I had to get in position to play this game. I had to have some knowledge and understanding. But then also I had to be seen. The spotlight shone and I had to go stand there. Lord, I had to go stand and do what I was supposed to do. Okay? And then lastly, purpose. My purpose is me being me. My purpose is knowing that God didn't make a mistake. My purpose is to be here on Titan in the Morning, my platform, and speak my truth. My purpose is for me to stand up and be accounted for. My purpose is to advocate for those that can't advocate for themselves. That's my purpose. But let me back all of that up. Let me back all of that up, Tanya. My purpose was me. My purpose was me. Is me, always will be me. Once I stood up and became who I was supposed to be, once I stood up and I understood the assignment, once I stood up and I got all of the education that I needed, I'm still being educated as I go along because I'm human. However, once I stood up and I said, yes, I got you, meaning I got myself. I got you, Titan. I got you. That's when I knew. And then I moved accordingly. This morning, I thought about it. I said, what will happen if I do this education, this HIV in me, long-term survivor, thriver? What will happen? And I'm coming to you, Tanya, to answer your question. Tanya said, what about all the haters? I thought about what would happen. But this is what I know. Everybody. There will always be haters. There will always be someone that doesn't like you for who you are. But let me tell you something. My assignment was to be me. My assignment was to come over here and ruffle some feathers. My assignment was to move and shake up some things. That's my assignment. Because being me is all of that. People told me for so long that I couldn't be me. But I must be me. Let them come. Let them say what they're going to say. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. So we deal with them. We talk to them. And Tanya, you may be new to this, new to Titan in the Morning, but we talk to the haters. We have conversations with them because I know who I am and what I am and where I'm supposed to be. I know my power. I'm in my position and I'm on purpose. Okay. So I know these things, right? Hey, Katina, good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning. Look, let me read some comments and let me finish up on my thing here. 504 Girls say, we do this to educate and to spread awareness so that the epidemic comes to an end. Indeed, 504 Girl, indeed. Brickhouse says, to help change the trajectory of stigma of HIV. The devil would love for Titan's perspective to be one of shame, guilt, and hide. Speaking out sets other people free. It gives them hope. That part right there. Look, come on, y'all better come through. Y'all better come through. That's what we do. Okay. Brickhouse said, and what's so beautiful, he can speak to more than people diagnosed with HIV. Go Titan, go. And that's it, right? And that's it. I want to say this because sometimes people think because you're HIV positive, you're pigeonholed and talking to individuals who are HIV positive. Y'all heard me say my chosen family, my village, my tribe, my gang, my allies, my chosen family. I talk to everybody because this is just not an HIV thing. This is a world thing. And we ain't got to go and sit through 55 hours of this and that. You see, 504 Girl was talking. You see, Brickhouse was talking. Angela was talking. You see, every coming on. They know. They know. Y'all, we cannot sit by and let people just take away our very lives. Can't do it. So that's my assignment. That's why I do it. And that's why I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to use my platform in such a way that I educate so people can understand, be seen, and heard. Y'all, and it's nothing like you doing what you're supposed to do, whatever that may be. So this morning, I'm talking about HIV and me. And Tanya, part of that, HIV and me, is me getting through eradicating the stigma and the trauma surrounding a diagnosis, surrounding me living my life, surrounding me educating myself and educating others around life, living. Period. Y'all, I'm thankful for the assignment. But I'm thankful that I had to, what about me? What about Titan? I had to go dig deep. And why am I here? What am I here for? Why am I here? And what am I here for? Y'all with me? I answered that question. And once I answer that question, there it is. And my answer to the question is for me to be me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Our job is to educate those who are not of lived experience so that they know to find out their status. Indeed, 504 Girl, that part right there. A lot of times we don't want to know the status because once we know the status, it makes it real. And the only way that you can know whether or not you're HIV positive or you can be on top of your sexual health is to be tested. Is to be tested. I don't care if you had super happy, fun adult time once in the last year. You need to be tested. I don't think there's anything sexier than knowing your status because it gives you full autonomy over your body. So you know what you can do and what not to do. So you can give the other person the opportunity and the chance. But let me tell you something here. Before you go to the other person, you give yourself the opportunity and the chance to know your sexual health, to know who you are and what you are in this. To play with it if you want to. Okay, play with it if you want to. Let me get to this last little piece here, y'all, and then we're going to get out of here because I'm already past time. Okay? So this is what I want to say to you all. What we do is that our goal is once that you know that you are someone living with HIV, your treatment is to be virally suppressed, right? It's called viral suppression, okay? And normally it's antiretroviral therapy. Trying to get it, ART, right? And it's life-saving because what it does is it virally suppresses right? HIV. Remember, I talked about all of those cells being replicated in the HIV. That viral load is going up. It's going up. And what it does is it weakens your immune system. The more of the virus you have in your system, right? Y'all with me? Okay. And so taking your medication as prescribed, remember we talked about taking those pills, right? The goal is to be virally suppressed, meaning U equals U. Undetectable, I can't detect the virus in a milliliter of blood, in cubic milliliter of blood. Remember that, right? I cannot detect it, right? So literally 20 copies. Virally suppressed, I mean, I cannot detect HIV in your blood. Yes, somebody asked the question. Yes, you're still HIV, you're still living with HIV, right? But undetectable means that you cannot transmit. Undetectable, U equals U. Undetectable means untransmittable, meaning that you cannot transmit HIV, right, to anybody else through sex. So y'all, I'm trying to make sure y'all know I'm trying to use my words wisely because they've been cutting me out here lately. So I'm trying to make sure you will not transmit HIV to your partner through sex. U equals U. That's why being detectable, detecting HIV early on, that's why getting tested is so important, because you have full autonomy over your life and your sexual health. You know your status. I'm going to say a couple of things here that I want you to Google, right? For a overview, but I want you to sit with someone, talk to someone. We got organizations in our cities that are willing to give you the information, but you can always contact me if you want. U equals U. Undetectable means untransmittable. U equals U. Means, and I'm going to say this like this because sometimes people don't want to say it. Okay. Okay, Angela, having big fun. You went all the way to Baltimore and having big fun. And so here's the thing. I'm going to say this to you. Yes, somebody asked me, Titan, do you have big fun? Yes, I do. I am undetectable, so I'm untransmittable, right? I still have big fun, but I know my status. I know my sexual health. I have autonomy over my body, and I understand that. So before you say, oh, HIV is a bad thing, you're bad, 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 know what you can do to prevent the acquisition of HIV. Know what you can do to know your sexual health. Know what you can do to ask for consent, to know what you can do next. So you can have big fun over with the wretched. No, just kidding. Okay, tell your time. I'm in Baltimore. Okay. Okay, y'all know we love some Felicia Rashad. Okay. Yes, you're having big fun with the wretched. Okay. But look, y'all. So today I'm talking about HIV and me, right? Look, my explanation and the way I give it to you may not be the same for everybody. It may not be the same for everybody. But this is the way that I see it. Remember, 5th grade education and only holding up 4 fingers. We have to break it down. Y'all, I can't be up there in the clouds trying to figure it out. I got to be down in the ditch and covered in mud so I can understand what's really happening. Because if I want to have big fun, I need to know the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. I need to know what I'm getting myself into. I need to know my body. I need to know whether or not I'm virally suppressed. You'll hear these themes. I need to know whether or not I'm at a latter stage of HIV. You'll hear these things. I need to know what AIDS is. I need to know what HIV stands for. It's an acronym. Human immunodeficiency virus. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And what is considered a latter stage of HIV? When your CD4 cells fall below 200. Y'all with me? We are living and we are thriving. But the basics, we don't know. We don't know. Okay? So we want to get to be virally suppressed, but the first step in anything that you do is to get tested. Know your status. There's nothing sexier than knowing your status, because that means you got control. I'm in control. Boom. To get to what I want to, because I want to have big fun in Baltimore with the wretched. So I need to know my status. Today, it has been HIV and me, long-term survivor, but I like to say thriver. We thrive. We thrive. Know your status. Know who you are. Know how you show up. Right? And then know what's next. Once you know that status, know what's next. We have PrEP out here. And in PEP. And PEP. We got all of these things. We have injectables. We have all of these things. And I'm in my next show, I'm going to talk about that, right? But we got all of these things out here. Treatments have come so far. But y'all, that education, just knowing where you stand. All right, y'all. It has been HIV and me. I am Titan Capri, and this is Titan in the Morning. And yes, Tanya said we didn't have it years ago. We did not. So, y'all, advancements are being made in medication and things yearly, right? And we got to be understanding of what that is. It's not what it used to be. Because just like Amber said earlier, Amber was taking how many? 17, 14 pills? I'm going to have to go back up to the, what's the name? I know Amber was taking 14, I believe Amber said. Hold on, let me go back up real quick. Hold up, Amber. 14 pills. I was taking 7. Amber, 29 years. Me, 20 years. It wasn't that back then, y'all. We didn't have that. But I want to say it's a testament to who we are today, because we are still here and we are thriving and we look good doing it. All right, y'all. Look, I'm about to get out of here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And let me say this to you. Love yourself, right? I want to tell you this before I get out of here. 504 girl said 21 years. Come on. 21 years. Baby, we didn't have all of these. Baby, this microphone is weighing me low because the microphone want me to sing. And I think I'm going to sing on the way out of here today. But because I want to say thank y'all for showing up to this. Thank y'all for showing up to Titan in the Morning. Thank y'all for being here for HIV and me and long-term survivor thriver. Thank y'all for being here for those of us that are still in the fight, that are still doing it. And thank y'all for being here for those that can't speak, that can't fight, right? And we're going to do that for them. Thank you for being here for them as well as me. I'm going to continue to do what I do. And I want to thank all the new individuals. I see y'all over there. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the love. Show me some love. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts and all of that. Y'all come on over and y'all follow, y'all like, y'all subscribe, and do all of that. And this is to you all. If you all are having medication fatigue, right? Or you all want to talk it through. If you all want to have your medication and you want to sit here and take your medication, I'm your partner. I'm somebody that can do that for you. Let me know. I can contact you. We can make sure that we hold each other accountable and we can do the doggone thing. And baby, if you're not ready for it, you ain't got to be. We can just talk. We can just converse. We can do all of that. All right, y'all, look. So, a little birdie by the name of Keisha just said, sang it, Titan, and Titan groove with it. Yes. Okay, y'all. This is going to be a special one because, y'all, I used to be ashamed of being someone living with HIV. I used to be ashamed that I let people down, that I let myself down, I let God down, I let everybody down because of my status. But what people didn't know was that along with that stigma and that trauma of me living with HIV, no one knew how I acquired HIV. And that's the part that hurts. When people think that you are nasty, ugly, things like that, for you acquiring something that you did not give consent to. Y'all follow me, right? Someone took it upon themselves to put this on me. And what happened afterwards was me going through all of this trauma, me thinking my life was over and I'm done because somebody took my life into their hands. Somebody took my life into their hands. And see, now, Tanya, you asked a question earlier. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, but hold on. Someone said, that's your fault. No, it wasn't my fault. Because nobody asked me for consent. And I'm hoping you all can read between the lines on what I'm saying, because I don't want to say it. It rhymes with grape. Someone took it upon themselves to not ask me for consent, but to take advantage of me when I was not in my right mind. They offered me drinks. Those drinks were not right. And I woke up the next morning. After everything was said and done, I thought I was careful. I used protection. I made sure, right? People don't know what you've been through. They just know where you're at. And this morning, I want to talk to you. My spirit is telling me, whoever this is right here, this is for you, but it's also for me. You are not at fault. Somebody took advantage of you. Somebody took advantage of you. I'm talking to the individual that talked to me on Sunday. I'm talking to the individual that I met earlier this year. I'm talking to that individual that's afraid to come out and say anything. It's not your fault. You deserve life. You deserve love. And you deserve understanding. I had to make sure that I understood. Because what they told me when I found out was that I knew you were not going to give it to me, so I took it. But you're right. I let the world believe that it was my fault. I let the world believe that I was over there kicking it up and dropping it like it was hot and never gonna let it down like it was warm. That's what I let the world believe. Could you imagine somebody doing something to you, giving you something that you didn't ask for because consent was never given, and the world blames you for you? The world blames you for you. They didn't want to hear my explanation. I was already tainted. I was not of God. I didn't deserve to be here. I should be gone. Those were the things people didn't want to eat behind me, use the same utensils. They didn't want me to be around their children. It was my fault and I deserved it, is what they said. So you're right. You're right. It was my fault for not standing up and checking. Oh, y'all, I almost cussed. Look, what I know is this: everything is not always what it seems. And a lot of times we have gotten here because somebody else took our lives in their hands. They didn't ask us for consent. They didn't say, do you want this? Do you want to do this? They didn't say what position. They didn't say, how should I do it? They said, I believe that I deserve to take your life in my hands, so I'm going to do what I want to do. And you will be left to pick up the pieces. So for all of those individuals, those that I've had conversations with, my clients that I have met, people that I have met out in the community, all of you who support me the way I support you, all of you, the allies that listen to this, all of the education and things that I am doing, it's because somebody did not ask me for consent. And I know, being a human, I know that the world can be cruel and nasty and unforgiving. But then once they hear my story, oh, Titan, I didn't know. Well, why would you? Look, if you don't know, why would you assume making a donkey of yourself? Why would you do that? And yes, y'all, in 2025, people are still doing that. It's an epidemic. HIV and me, long-term survivor, thriver. That's why I do it. Because God told me to do me. Be who I made you to be. No questions asked. Don't sidestep. Those days are done. And y'all, I'm going to go ahead on and end this. Whew. Look, y'all, I hope that I hoped you. Hope that we got it. Y'all come see me every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's Titan in the morning. We are back. We are new and improved. We're doing all the things, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down on who I am and what I am and how I show up in my community. I love y'all for free. Now, let me tell y'all something, right? We need love. Love is a constant in this world, but we need more self-love. I want you to know that I love you right where you're at in this moment. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment, flaws and all, right? Y'all know me. You ain't got to put on for me. Baby, we both can be down in the ditch and covered in mud, okay? We can go grab us something to eat. We can sit outside and sip on a little something. We can do whatever you feel you want to do because I know my assignment. Because I know my assignment. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be gravy. Y'all be good. But I feel this morning. Hold on. Let me sip real quick because I feel this. I feel this. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Woo. I had to wet my whistle. Look, y'all. So I'm going to get out of here this morning. I want to thank everybody out there that's in the fight. I want you to know that there are people out there that we are out here to help. We are out here to give some advice. We are out here to pick you up, and we are out here to let you down softly. We are out here. So what I want to say to everybody this morning, I want to say good morning. Yes. Sit it, ta, 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 ta. Sit it, da 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 da. Zoom, da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da da doom da doom da doom da doom da doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da doom da doom. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da doom da doom da doom. Titan in the morning. It's 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 Titan in the morning. Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. I expect to see y'all here. Y'all contact me if you need something. We can always, I know somebody that knows somebody. We can get it good. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be great. Y'all be blessed. And y'all be good to one another. I love you right where you're at in this moment. There ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.
Hey, we had a good time, didn't we? We would like to thank you for tuning in today and thank you in advance for tuning in the future. If you would like to contact me for any questions, comments, and or concerns about the show, the community that I serve, and the advocacy work that I'm doing, please scan the QR code above or send an email directly to titan.capri@gmail.com. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just put Titan Capri in any search engine or bar, and I am sure that you will find it. Until next time, y'all be great.